Okay, so how I would normally like do my framers is first is the clip that I have. So again, it's kind of difficult with no song, but I would do first make an adjustment layer, then I'll like cut it up into parts. Normally we'll do 3 for this one, maybe 4. No, we'll try 3 for now. Then we'll just put one. This is fine for now. So for the first one, there's like a lot of variations to do, but I'll just show you like a few that I do. So we can do levels to start, and we can like darken it a little bit like this. Then the second one, normally I'll do like a solid layer, and I'll make it black, and then I'll do something like this. Just turn down the opacity. Then since it's kind of going to go that way, in fact, I'm going to add another one. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to add one more, so you have 4 now. So on this one, I'm going to add directional blur. I'm going to use BCC one, but you can use whatever one, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to do, we'll do the default amount of blur, like that. Then on this second one, I'm going to just do directional blur again, but we're going to do a lot more like this much. And then we're also going to put a solid over the top of this as well. And I'm just going to turn down the opacity like that much. So then we have something like this. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to hide this one, and I'm going to increase the blur on this. It's about that much. I'm going to increase that a bit more, something like that. Then for the second clip, I'll add another adjustment layer. I'll do 2 here, and then I'll add directional blur again. And this time you kind of want to reverse what you have on this. So you have these sayings, I'll just copy these, I guess. Just copy them over, and then for this one again, you can just use these sayings. For this one, and you can just Control C and Control Z to paste them over. So now you have something like that. And what you can do as well is, because it's kind of dark here, you could increase this darkness a little bit more, and then you could add another adjustment layer and add hotspots like this, and just turn down the threshold about that much, maybe you can see there. Then keyframe threshold, that's the wrong button, to about here, then make it 0. And then select these keyframes and just graph it. And you're gonna have something like this. In fact, I'm probably gonna increase this more. Speed up this graph a little bit. Something like that. And then, yeah, of course this would normally be paired with shakes, but It still looks okay. Another variation that you can do, instead of using this directional blur, you could replace this with stretch frame edges. It's another good one. So you can see what that does right here. This one is just with the stretch frame edges on this last one here, last frame, and then these ones just have the directional blur like before. So yeah, that's kind of most of the ones I use, to be honest, and I kind of just recycle them. And it's all about mixing and matching and figuring out which ones look better with what clips and whatnot. And obviously when you pair it with shakes, they'll look infinitely better. So yeah.